and today I'm here to tell you why you should be a Cincinnati Reds fan. I am not a baseball expert by any means, but I've been watching baseball for as long as I can remember, and I can tell you just about anything you want to know, including anything about the Reds. Obviously, I'm a big fan. My bedroom is the Reds, and I love the game. Baseball is great, my favorite sport actually. So I love springtime, summertime, when I can go to the ball field and see the games and everything like that. So most of you probably grew up watching baseball, learning about baseball, maybe playing baseball. And today I'd like to talk to you about first the story and the history of Reds baseball. Also the famous men that have played for our team and the great athletes. And then why I'm proud to be a Cincinnati Reds fan and just special little things about the ball field and the atmosphere and all that good stuff. So first I'm going to begin by talking to you about the history of the Reds. And I got my information from the Sports Encyclopedia. So the Cincinnati Red Stockings were one of the first professional baseball teams. They were given their name because they rolled up their pant legs knee high and it was just red from the knee down. So they began in 1869 when they beat the Mansfield Independents for the very first time. A fun fact, during the first season, the total salary for all players was a record high $11,000, and our all-star shortstop made a whopping $2,000 a year. So Cincinnati Reds is a shortened version of the old Cincinnati Red Stockings, who were then later the Cincinnati Red Legs. It was shortened to Reds in just 1878 when they challenged to become part of the National League. The Reds were formerly in the American League and then were moved to the National League Central Division in 1890. They started out their career with 130 consecutive winning games, but they were defeated in 1870 by the Brooklyn Atlantics by 1 run. So we've had multiple historical moments, including 5 World Series championships and 9 World Series appearances, which I got this information from ESPN. The first appearance was in 1919 when the Reds took on the Chicago White Sox. The World Series was officially changed to the best of 9 during this game. As it turns out, the White Sox had gambled for a Reds win, which tarnished the Reds' first World Series championship. The Reds were given the nickname the Big Red Machine for dominating the National League from 1970 to 1976. They were given this name from the wrestler Kane, or also known as the Big Red Machine, for his domination in the ring. The team was compiled of Sparky Anderson and included Hall of Famers Johnny Bench, Joe Morgan, and Tony Perez, as well as Pete Rose, Dave Concepcion, George Foster, Cesar Geronimo, and Ken Griffey Sr. The Reds had 4 World Series appearances and 2 World Series wins during this time. The last World Series championship was won by the Cincinnati Reds in 1976, which included the year of the Nasty Boys, who were compiled of Randy Myers, Rob Dibble, and Norm Charlton. Hundreds of players have passed through the Reds Stadium over the years. Actually, the past 129 seasons. Many are well known, some not so much. They just pass and they get traded and whatnot. But let me tell you about some of the most important players and some of my favorite players. So there are 3 major players that I feel made a big difference for Reds baseball, and this is from the Reds site. So Johnny Bench was a catcher for the Reds from 1967 to 1983 and was a leader in winning the 2 World Series championships of that time, 1975 and 1976. He was awarded many awards, including the Rawlings Gold Glove Awards, the Hutch Award, the Babe Ruth Award, the World Series MVP, the Lou Gehrig Award, the Rookie of the Year, and Reds MVP. In his career, he had 389 home runs, 1,376 runs batted in, and an overall batting average of .267. Ken Griffey Jr. was the right fielder for the Reds from 2000 to 2008. Following in his father's footsteps, Ken Griffey Sr., who, if you didn't catch it earlier, was a nasty boy, and he played for the Reds from 1973 to 1981. His full name is George Jr. Kenneth Griffey, and he was born in 1969. He debuted in Seattle from 1989 to 1999, then was traded to the Reds and played from 2000 to 2008, and then retired in Seattle in 2010. He was awarded many awards, including multiple All-Star Awards, Player of the Week, Rawlings Gold Glove, Home Run Derby participant and winner, and also many Silver Sluggers. He had a successful career, including 630 home runs, 1,836 runs batted in, and an overall batting average of .384. So my favorite player of all time, who currently plays for the Reds, is Joey Votto, who joined the Reds family in 2006 as the first baseman. He wears the number 19 jersey, which is what I'm wearing right now. He's from Toronto, Ontario, in Canada, and he had his Major League debut with the Reds in 2007. With only 9 years under his belt, he's acquired many awards thus far, including the All-Star Award consecutively from 2010 to 2013, where he was hurt and missed all of the 2014 season, but he's back and ready to go for this season. He won the Rawlings Gold Glove Award, the MVP Award, and also the Hank Aaron Award. Over the past 9 years, he's been in Major League Baseball with the Reds. He's had 170 home runs, 569 RBIs, and an overall batting average of .310. I also have my little Joey bobblehead that's one of his home run stances. So now that you've learned about the Reds' history and some of the famous players, let's look at the perks of being a Reds baseball fan and why I think you should become one. So the Reds play in a stadium called Great American Ballpark, and it's the best place to spend your summer days and nights, and it's a great way to see a successful Major League Baseball team play and win and just go out and have a lot of fun. It was built in 2003, had an approximate cost of $280 million, and has a seating capacity of 42,271 fans, and it sits on a total of 29 acres, all well located in downtown Cincinnati. There's all kinds of things to do around the ballpark as well. And Sundays are family days at the ballpark. Tickets are half off, and there's always a promo giveaway courtesy of a hometown business, which is how I got this jersey. I've gotten a lunchbox. I'm pretty sure that's where this hat came from too. And the Reds have plenty of ballpark activities to do while you can kick back and enjoy the game, whether it's having a drink, just sitting with your family, or eating some peanuts and Cracker Jacks and sing along to the 7th inning stretch. There's always something fun to do at the ballpark. And every Friday, they do Fireworks Friday, no matter win or lose, and they have a grand display of fireworks after the game. So, as you can see, it's very obvious that you should definitely be a Cincinnati Reds baseball fan. And I've explained the history of the Reds, some of the players that we've had, talked to you about the ballpark and the things they do at the ballpark, and just all the reasons that you should become a Reds baseball fan. If you spend your summer months at Great American Ballpark, or even sitting at home watching the game on ESPN or whatever, it's a great way for your families to spend time together or just to enjoy the great game of baseball. Becoming a Reds fan is becoming a fan of the Reds and the baseball for life, and following a team to victory for years to come. Baseball is America's pastime, and the best way to spend it is wearing red. Thank you.